First, you want to make sure your machine is off and unplugged. Second, remove the 2 button head screws that hold the safety shield in place with a 5/32 T-handle. Be sure to keep bolt and washer together for when you reassemble the unit. Next, remove the 3 cup loader rods. Remove the Cadet top of the machine by taking your 5/32 Allen wrench or T-handle and loosening the button head screws on each side. To remove the back, use an 1/8 inch T-handle or Allen wrench set and loosen the button head screws on this side on both top and bottom. On the back side, be sure to loosen these 2 here and completely remove this bolt here using an 1/8 inch T-handle or wrench set. Then remove the back panel. Changing a broken main motor chain. First thing you're going to want to do is take a crescent wrench and turn the turn-only block until it's out of your way. Take a wrench set and completely remove the socket head screw that is holding the chain tightener in place. Once the bolt is loose, I like to switch to a T-handle to completely remove the top bolt. It's just easier to access using a T-handle. The second bolt at the bottom you can just loosen, and that way your chain tightener will slide down and be out of your way. Typically with the motor chain being broken, it will not be connected, but will be hanging loose on the sprocket. For the sake of this video, we are going to detach and reattach the motor chain. Next, we will need to remove the button head screw, but before we remove the screw, you want to take the tabletop and rotate it so you gain slack. Taking your 5/32 T-handle, remove the button head screw. Once this has been removed from the lever, rotate lever over to gain access to the chain itself. Again, this chain will not be on here if the chain is broken, it will be loose. Next, we are going to rotate until we find the master link. The master link can be located because it has the extra piece on the end. So this is the master link piece right here. And when you're going to remove it, if it's not already off, take a pair of your needle nose pliers and pry up. You're going to want to push out the link chain while holding to make sure you grab the U-bracket and figure 8 piece. When adding new chain, make sure it's around both the main motor sprocket as well as the camshaft sprocket. You will then take the chain and attach it to the sprockets, rotating around until the links come together. This is when you will begin assembly of the main motor link. Attach master link with the U-bracket and figure 8 piece. Squeeze together with the needle nose pliers. Next, grab your locking piece. Place it on the back side of the master link, pulling away and clicking into place. Next, we are going to readjust the chain tightener, making sure it's parallel to the frame. Start the bolt with the T-handle and then move to your Allen wrench to tighten down. When both of these screws are almost all the way tight, taking a Phillips screwdriver, pry up on the chain tightener to have the chain tightener in its full maximum up position. Tighten down the bolt, making sure there's maximum pressure on your motor chain. Once this is done, place blue back onto unit, tightening down 3 bolts on the back side with the 1/8 inch T-handle. Tighten down the 2 button head screws on the front of the unit to fully attach the back. Next, place the top back on the unit, tightening down 2 button head screws. Place the safety shield back in place and tighten down the 2 button head screws with washer. Place the 3 cup loader rods back in place and resume normal operation.